Hi, it's Timothy Carlson here, and I love going back and watching old comic book movies. Sometimes the campiest, low-budget ones are the most interesting. And that's why today I was really pleased to learn that MVD, as part of their Rewind collection, had released Swamp Thing, of course based on a classic DC Comics character. I'm going to unbox this 4K release, and I will share my opinions. Great classic cover art there. That looks very nice. Simple and to the point. I love it. And there's our spine text on the slipcover, back of the box. Underneath the slipcover, pretty much the same art. Would have been nice if they could have given us a reversible sleeve with some additional art, but not complaining too much. Inside the package, we get two discs. We get a 4K disc of the film, which also features some commentary tracks, and a Blu-ray disc, again remastered from the same source, which features the same commentary tracks plus some additional featurettes held over from Shout Factory's release. We'll talk more about those a little later. And we get one other little bonus item, and that's a mini poster of the cover art. One thing I like about MVD is they love to throw in these mini posters. I think I got one with my Last American Virgin Blu-ray that they put out as well. I'll read the description of the movie as follows from the package. Deep in Florida's darkest Everglades, a brilliant scientist, Dr. Alec Holland, and a sexy government agent, Alice Cable, have developed a secret formula that can end world hunger and change civilization forever. Little do they know, however, that their arch nemesis, Arcane, is planning to steal the serum for his own selfish schemes. Looting the lab and kidnapping Cable, Arcane douses Holland with the chemicals and leaves him for dead in the swamp. Mutated by his own formula, Holland becomes Swamp Thing, a half-human, half-plant superhero who will stop at nothing to rescue the beautiful Cable and defeat the evil Arcane, even if it costs him his life. This was actually my first time watching Swamp Thing, but I'm not going to deny, watching this movie, despite its campy, rubber suit nature, is a lot of fun. It does borderline on camp at times, but it's still a very entertaining film despite that. Adrienne Barbeau, of course, I've always thought to be a very underrated actress, and as the perfect love interest slash damsel in distress in this movie, she certainly steals the show. And then we have our titular hero, who, of course, comes back believed to be dead, but starts kicking butt and doing what's necessary to fight the bad guys. And we get the perfect villain in the form of Arcane, played by Louis Jordan, probably best known for his role in the James Bond film Octopussy, who wants to capture the creature and study its secrets so they can use them for his own selfish gains. If a lot of these plot elements sound very cliched and overdone, they most certainly are. But that doesn't stop Swamp Thing from being a rip-roaring good time from start to finish. The movie was written and directed by Wes Craven, who of course would go on to fame for directing movies like A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. And he'd already had a pretty few decent classics under his belt by this point in time. And again, it is based on a DC comic, and it'll be interesting to see if we get Swamp Thing rebooted into the upcoming DC universe of films. And Adrienne Barbeau, this would not be her only experience working in a DC Comics property. She would later voice the character Catwoman on the 1990s Batman the Animated Series. And it is an interesting film, very low budget, low key, but it does everything it needs to entertain its audience. And it barely clocks in at 90 minutes, so there is no wasted time, and that's always a good thing. Is it a perfect film? Certainly not, but that's not going to stop you from having fun with it. As far as sheer entertainment value goes, Swamp Thing excels. This movie was presented here in two cuts. There's an unrated cut, and then there's also an edited PG-rated cut that was released in movie theaters in America back in the day. And they're not massively different. I think the extended cut is only like 2 minutes longer. And the main difference is that the uncensored version features some nudity that was removed from the PG-rated cut that, again, American audiences got. As far as picture quality goes, there are some scenes here that are very soft and really show their age due to some of the effect shots. But for the most part, it's a very faithful, very natural-looking transfer. It doesn't look like they used any unwanted enhancements on this at all. There are obvious limitations with a film like this, but I am happy to say it does look very good overall. Longtime fans are going to be happy with what they see here. As far as bonus features go, we get the commentary tracks that are on both discs. But then the Blu-ray disc also includes a number of featurettes that were held over from the prior Shout Factory release, as well as a few that weren't on that release. And there's also a trailer and some image gallery photos as well. If you're a fan of Swamp Thing, or it even sounds like something you'd be even the least little bit interested in, you should definitely pick up this 4K release from the MVD Rewind collection. Are you a fan of Swamp Thing? What do you think of this movie? Do you think it's a campy, dated film? Do you think it's a stone cold classic? Do you fall somewhere in the middle? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.